Good afternoon. My name is Daniel Cline. Today I will be discussing the battleship USS Texas with you. Texas is a very unique piece of history, commonly referred to as the last dreadnought. She's a piece of history that has many secrets and many stories to tell that deserves to be preserved and remembered. I'll start with the ship's history, then move on to her present. Texas was originally launched in 1912 and was officially commissioned into the United States Navy in 1914. She served in World War I and escorted the German High Seas Fleet to internment in Scapa Flow at the end of that war. After World War I, during the 1920s, she received an enormous modernization, incorporating more anti-aircraft guns into her armament. Texas is also notable for also being the first ship to carry anti-aircraft guns and being the first ship to incorporate Marines into her crew. The United States ship battleship Texas also served in World War II. She served in all major theaters of conflict. She served in the North Africa campaign. She served in the European campaign, and she served in the Pacific. She was there on June 6, 1944, on D-Day, bombarding German shore emplacements. When she was launched, Battleship Texas had the most advanced naval rifles ever floated at the time, 10 14-inch guns in 5 twin turrets. By World War II, these guns were far outdated, but they were still adequate enough to do the job. After Operation Torch and D-Day, Texas was sent into the Pacific, where she assisted in the landings on Iwo Jima and Okinawa. She was preparing for bombardments on the Japanese home island when the war ended. Now we move into her post-war life. There's not a lot here. She was deactivated in 1946 and officially decommissioned in 1948. She was dry docked in 1948 to prepare her for her new life. She had been sold to the state of Texas as a museum memorial. Texas is the first battleship to ever become a museum memorial. Texas is also the last of her era. The Dreadnought era was started by the British battleship HMS Dreadnought, which revolutionized battleships and their design. Texas follows this scheme, but since World War II, all other Dreadnought era battleships have been scrapped. After her purchase and dry docking, she went to San Jacinto Harbor, where she was put on display. Her life here was not very eventful. She spent the better part of 40 years stuck in the mud in the harbor. And was regularly visited by tourists. In 1990, she finally received a dry docking that she so very desperately needed. to repair significant corrosion on her hull. The battleship was sent back to San Jacinto in 1992, where she sat for another 30 years. Finally, in August of this year, Texas has been moved from her berth and taken back into dry dock for significant repairs on her torpedo blisters, as well as repairs to many fixtures and fittings aboard ship and her hull. Over the course of the many years that she spent in the water, she had developed many, many leaks and was flooding quite significantly. Now she is being repaired. She's finally getting the attention that she needs and will soon be back open to the public. I hope this information has been informative for you, and I hope this encourages you to go and visit the mighty Battleship Texas when she reopens to the public. Thank you.